Um, and I have my own special line of curs that help me hunt. They're my own special blend, and I line breed those down to the T. They all look the same. They all walk, talk, and act the same. And I don't; those are not for sale. Those are just for me. But they all go through the very same things.
Do you feel comfortable talking about that at all, or is that something that you just?
Yeah, no, yeah. Fire away, whatever questions you have. You talking about my curs?
Yeah. What do you specifically breed to work, having them work in tandem with your dogos?
That's correct. So the dogos can do it all. I can take them and I can put them on a hog track and they can run it down and catch that hog. That and the dogs that I keep here, they have to be able to do that, or they don't stay around my house. But we have done it for a long time. So the dogs that I keep back out of out of some breedings that I'll pair, I'll make sure that they're able to do that. And I usually wind up saving their energy. So if I take my dogos hunting and I take them out to the field and we jump a group of hogs up and say there's 20 hogs and I say I've got four dogos. The first group of hogs runs 300 yards, they catch it. I get there, fantastic. Then they'll go on and run them down again. This time they got to run a mile. Well, the next time they got to run a mile again to catch the hog because he's got so much of a head start. Well, after a few times of that, you've got several miles on your dogs and you've got a couple of hours in the thicket. And so that really pulls their energy down, and I've killed three or four. Well, I love doing that way and I love hunting that way. But these ranchers and these farmers that we hunt for and these big hunting clubs, they want us to get a head count and they want us to kill as many as possible every time we go. So we get the curs to work in tandem. So the curs will do all of the deep searching and they will do all of the mileage, so to speak. And so I save as much energy on my dogos as possible, not because they can't do it. It's just because, let's face it, two guys like me and you, we get down on the floor, we wrestle for 2 minutes, we're completely give out, and we're huffing and puffing and be like, oh man, that was tiring. Let's take a break, whatever. So holding those hogs is hard work. And so, yes, they can do it all. But if I take my curs and I let the curs go and search and I turn loose 12 or 15, two or three will go north, two or three go south, two or three go east and west, vice versa. And they'll all roam many, many miles. They're on their Garmin collars. They'll average about 15 to 20 miles per hunt on a Garmin collar. That's how far they're running. And then I go to where all the hogs are at and I just catch and dispatch. Or as Mr. Joe said in the last podcast, I'll unalive them. I will unalive them as quick as I can get there with my dogos. And sometimes for show, if if somebody there's wanting to see them, I'll say, you watch this, and I'll put them on a hog track and those dogos will run whatever long it takes. They'll catch that hog and they'll hold it however long it takes. They won't stop. If they have to hold it an hour, they'll do their very best and they'll do a good job until I get there. But those curs are they're my mixture of black mouth and mountain cur and a little bit of plot hound in it for nose, and they do a really good job of going out and finding these big groups of hogs because you may go a mile or two and there be no hogs and there'll be 30 laying together. So we need help locating to where all these big sounders of hogs are at.
So why I definitely understand the plot. Um, why the blackmouth and the mountain curs? What's special about those, and what makes a good combo?
So the black mouth cur has just got a lot of grit, and the conditions are tough that we hunt in, and it's a hard job. It's a very hard job. And the blackmouth curs, they've got a lot of grit. The mountain curs have got a lot. Um, my grandpa said they're tight twisted. They can get around like a shot cat, and they hunt well, and they're full of energy, and they love to go. The plots are big game hounds, and that puts the nose on it. Curs are not known for having really good noses, and so we put a little bit of hound in there so they have a good nose on them. And so over the years, I have wound up with a bunch of red dogs, and some are brindle, and they look like any type of fox or coon hound that you might see, but they're red, and that's kind of how they came out. And so I found something that I finally liked, and that hunts the way I like, and that does a really good job for us. And so we reproduce this over and over and over. And I know when to bring in fresh blood and where to get it and which ones to cross it with. And then this will produce the same results. I say not the exact same, but I know just dang near what they're going to do after years and years and generations of doing this. I can just about tell you when they hit the ground, this one, that one, and this one, they're going to do it. They're going to do it. And the dogs will have the same tendencies. Um, they they will have the same characteristics. Some dogs will sit in the kennel as a young puppy, just like his dad and his grandpa did. He'll give me the same look, and that those genetics are being passed down time and time again. And so that's what we're looking for. And so we pretty much know um, what we've got, and so that's a little bit about the Curve program.
Yeah, I don't know much about plot hounds. I really like the looks. Do they have a little bit of an edge to them as well?
Yeah, anything that you use to run a cougar or a bear has to be gritty. So the good thing, so plots are gritty, and you need that. And the reason why you need that is the conditions. And I can't say this enough. The conditions that we hunt and train in, they're rough. They're the roughest. It's the roughest job on the planet. And I appreciate all types of working dogs in the world. You get them out there and you set that swamp and about 2 inches of ice across it, make them run across that a mile and go hold that hog with knives coming out of his face for an hour till I get there swimming and live through it. I'm talking real life and death stuff that you're not training for and just very rarely have to use. They got to use this multiple times a week, every single week, year after year after year. So these dogs can go, as Papa says, they can reach and get it. And so it's a hard job. It's a real hard job. And so the plots do a good job doing that. And you know, they've got great noses. They can smell a track from yesterday afternoon right now. And so that puts a real good nose on puts a real good nose on them right there. So all of those things play a part in it.
I wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name, check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain. I ingest, I retain, assess and I change, possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints, money, clout and fame, mud, disease, a plague. We all love to hate, have to play the game, have to make a name. All our insecurities are on display. This is war with the enemy, think that it was meant to be. Living in a time where disease is on every screen. I won't let them fester me, I know most are festering. Negativity is a plague for the mentally weak. No mercy, all I got is working. Never stop searching, never quench the thirsty. I'm toxic and psychotic, with this logic you can't stop it. It's been chronic since I was a boy, so neurotic and chaotic. Go! To lost in the webs I'm weaving, I could change the past with all I'm achieving. Got my foot on gas, never stop competing. If you break like glass, then this life's gonna eat 'em. Make mistakes real fast, then you learn how to move on from the grave and put your foot on the gas. No, never stop competing, yeah. I've been doing this, I'm on it. I just wanna be iconic. Sipping on a gin and tonic. Got me going off when I'm on this topic, yeah. If I ever play, I want it. You know that I'm always honest. Stay away from those who are toxic. Keep them out your face, no way, you don't want it, yeah. Don't try to drain my energy. The enemy is everything. It's mentally, unhealthily, spreading like a rare disease.